Now the story of day 2, the morning session, is quite a remarkable one. So here goes. Bairstow quickly started with a 4, flicked through the air, avoiding the fielders for an opening boundary. 13 came from that opening over by Wood, and I tell you what, this was a sign of things to come. It was a really good start by Bairstow and Rashid. The latter wristily cut Tomlinson away to the boundary as Yorkshire piled on the runs. Both batsmen were finding their form, and Bairstow drove Tomlinson straight down the ground for the further boundary. The Hampshire bowling was somewhat news and not really helping their cause. Bairstow in particular was imperious, hitting the ball with significant power, especially to anything short. 63 runs came in the first 35 minutes. Even the second new ball could not halt them. Rashid used the soft hands approach to pick up a boundary to third man off Tomlinson, and the partnership was worth 99 when Rashid was caught behind by Wheatroff Tomlinson for 34. Plunkett joined Bairstow and struck McLaren to the ropes to take Yorkshire past 350 and 4 bonus points. He added another boundary as Yorkshire continued to dominate, with Bairstow bringing up his 150 with 24s and a 6. Runs were coming from virtually every ball, and Plunkett backing up Bairstow ably, as had Rashid earlier. The next landmark, 126 runs coming up in the 75 minutes of play. Hampshire had problems, and for a time pace bowler Chris Wood limped off with a knee injury to add to their woes. The 400 came up for Yorkshire, getting 5 bonus points with ease. Plunkett went to 42 as he smashed Vince over mid-wicket for 4, and he paddled the ball round to the leg side area once again for further runs. Runs were coming just too quickly from the Hampshire point of view. A straight drive to the boundary brought up Plunkett's 50 off just 38 balls, and soon afterwards the century partnership came up for the pair. It just continued. Bairstow blasted Edwards for a 6, and this was some performance, Yorkshire, who had amassed 200 runs in 1 hour and 40 minutes. Soon after that, Bairstow went to his double century. Plunkett was also in superb form, playing some lovely shots and going into lunch on 94. Bairstow's not far away now from his top score in the first-class game. He's on 209. As I say, Plunkett 6 away from that century. It's a remarkable 506 for 6, and Yorkshire, the county champions, showing what a quality team they are, scoring 236 runs in the session. 2 landmarks straight away in the afternoon session, a Plunkett 100 and a Bairstow past 219 for a new career best. The runs continued to come at a rare old pace. Plunkett picked up Smith for a boundary, and soon we had the second double century partnership of the innings. Plunkett then blasted a 6 to produce his career best. Bairstow followed suit with a flat 6 over mid-wicket over Allsop. Finally, though, Bairstow out, caught superbly in the deep. This was a cracking catch by Tomlinson off Allsop. 29 4s and 3 6s for Johnny. It was an epic innings, 246. What a start to the season for him. Yorkshire at this stage, 575 for 7. Plunkett then departed, straight afterwards bowled by Smith for 126 and 102 balls, 18 4s and 2 6s. Now Brooks started with a boundary as he joined Steve Patterson, and he hit back-to-back 4s then off Will Smith. Patterson missed a straight one from Allsop and was out LBW for 5. And at this stage, Andrew Gale called it quits with Yorkshire a magnificent 593 for 9. Brooks 13 not out. So the declaration. And Carberry got to Hampshire off the march with a 4, but Allsop had scored just 1 when he was trapped LBW by Sidebottom with the score on 9. Sidebottom in particular was bowling a tight line and runs were not easy to come by. Vince, though, hit a fine 4 off Brooks to take Hampshire to 34 for 1. But then another wicket. Plunkett invited the drive from Carberry, and he edged to Lees at slip to take a good catch to give Plunkett his first of the domestic season. Carberry out for 19. Enter Will Smith to join James Vince, and they took the score to 42 for 2 at tea. Vince is 17 and Smith is on form. Yorkshire's bowling remained tight, with runs few and far between for Smith and Vince. Yorkshire were plugging away with Patterson bowling on the money, giving away few runs. However, the 50 came up and Vince then whipped one away through mid-on for 3 runs. He later produced an exquisite cover drive off Patterson to the ropes. Smith also found the boundary, but was then LBW to Brooks. Vince rattled up another 4 off Brooks and then played a lovely straight drive to the same effect. The Hampshire captain was playing well and he went to his half-century with 7 4s. His newcomer, Dawson, was also picking up some runs as the pair remained defiant. But Yorkshire were bowling a better line than their opponents, and the partnership of 59 came to an end when Dawson was adjudged LBW to side bottom for 16. Now Hampshire sent in the night watchman in Tomlinson, but he departed quickly, caught in the slips by leaning off Plunkett just out for 2. Irvine came in and opened with a 4 off Plunkett as the light deteriorated. Rashid was brought on and Irvine nearly held out to Gary Balance in the deep. So at the close, Vince has played really well for his 76 not out, but Hampshire are in trouble at 141 for 5, and Yorkshire with that massive first innings score at the moment are looking good for an opening win.